Hi, thank you so much for joining me. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. Today I want to share a little bit with you, about how sometimes we look at storms or situations that happens in our life. We look at it as a bad thing, right? But sometimes bad things happen to make good things come out of it, right? Think about the pandemic, right? Oh my gosh. It put everybody on alert. But guess what it also did? It allowed people to now take their health more serious, right? Now you're more concerned about your health, because you'd be surprised how many people choose not to, to go to the doctor just to get themselves a physical checkup. I do it once a year, not only because it's required, but sometimes if something is going wrong, I want to know about it. I've always said I don't want to be the person that they say, if you had got here sooner, right? So once a year I go in for a checkup, and anything that's out of alignment, it tells me to work on that. Work on your health, Jenny. Work on getting yourself healthy. And that's, I want to be healthy in every state that I can be. Mentally, right? I want to be physically healthy. I need to be spiritually healthy, right? I need all of my, financially healthy, right? Because, if you're financially off, it does things to other parts of your being. So, just to be into alignment, right? Just to be in a place where you can say, I'm concerned about my well-being, my whole being wholesome, right? Just having your all together. And so when, 2020 hit, it was very alarming, and it put us at unease, because no one could be comfortable around people who they love. Isn't it amazing, right? That you have all these people that you love that you couldn't be around because of the fact that, I could get this from them, or I could give this to them, especially those who were more vulnerable because of, illnesses or age, whatever it may be. But then it made you also think about how healthy are you really? How strong is your immune system, right? A lot of people never even thought about their immune system until 2020. And now they start, finding out different things of what to eat, what not to eat, what to put into your body, what to take out your body. So a lot of people now going through the detox stage, right? Everybody's detoxing, detox, right? Which is an awesome thing. To detox your body, to get rid of a whole lot of impurities that's inside of our bodies, things we don't even know that exist in our bodies, right? Illnesses, diseases, parasites, all kinds of things that may be existing in our bodies. I'm not trying to alarm you, so I don't want to talk about things that get you in fear mode, because I know, fear is a terrible enemy. It's a terrible enemy. It makes you doubt everything, right? When you live in fear, and our society is built and prospers off of our fear. Our fear got us in a high rise of our stress. Our anxiety is high because we are afraid of something, right? You watch the news, it's all about fear, right? This happened. The people went into the mall, this happened. They went into the church, this happened. And so it got you always at unease, right? And so did 2020, right? You were afraid to even be around your family, around those that you love, because of, what if, right? And I'm not telling you to ignore those things. I'm just saying those things happen to get us to a place now that we can be more concerned about our health, our well-being. My gracious. Our well-being is so important to us. How we live. Those who we find important enough to be in our life, to be around us. Irregardless, I choose to have this person in my life because I choose to have goodness around me. And then choose people who are going to be good for you, good to you. You need to make sure you choose those people. Choose healthy relationships, family or friends. We ain't talking about foes, because they're not healthy anyway if they are someone who considers themselves your enemy, right? And that are not for your greater good. So we're not considering them when we say, You choose people who will help keep you healthy, right? A healthy state of mind is so important. You know, how you woke up every day, how you wake up. You know, you wake up, you know, nervous, afraid, had terrible dreams, and now, you know, and always an uprise of anxiety or stress? Or do you wake up excited about today? Because you don't know what's going to happen, but you know whatever happens is going to be for your good. Something's going to happen to change your life, one way or another. And even though it may look like a bad thing right now, down the road, you're going to look at it and say, wow, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be doing this, right? You know, so those who are into detoxing your body, you know, I am so grateful for you. It is an awesome thing to do. You know, find ways to keep your body clean, to keep your body pure, right? To kill things that's inside your body that should not be existing. But then it also means this, you know, those of you who know about smudging, or you know about, you know, saging, right? Which is another big thing that goes on, right? People are talking about saging all the time. Well, when someone asks you, you know, about saging, consider this. What is the purpose of that? Why are you cleansing your home? What are you cleansing it from? And then, once you clean your home, how are you going to prevent that which you cleaned out not to come back again? That aligns with a scripture in the Bible. It talks about when they, you know, cast the spirit out. And once they cast the spirit out, right, what are you going to do to prevent that spirit from coming back? It said because when the spirit comes back, they're going to come back with 7 more. It means it's going to come back greater. It's going to come back stronger. Because you're not protecting your area. You're not protecting yourself from what you just got rid of. So if you're going to detox and cleanse your body, then what you're going to do to make sure those impurities don't come back? You have to change the way that you do something. 9 times out of 10, and that's a 9, you got to change the way you eat. Eating is one of the biggest things that can make or break us. What we eat, how we eat, right? You know, I always talk about my scale, right? I had to go to the doctor the other day, and the first thing they want you to do is step on the scale. I said, dang, you know, I said, what if I don't want to, right? What if I don't want to get on the scale today, you know? And anyway, get on the scale, you know, and they check your weight, whatever. And I'm thinking, let me see what this lion scale get ready to say. Because when you know that you think that you're doing all the right things, right? I'm exercising. I think I'm eating pretty healthy. You know, I'm trying to make sure that which is around me, you know, is correct, right? Trying to, you know, I try to change the way I eat at night. Because my nighttime is my roughest time, right? It's snack time for me. I like to snack, you know. And so I have in my bedroom snacks. So I said, I got to eliminate that. Because guess what? If it's there, I'm going to utilize it because it's there. But what if what I had to snack on was nutritious? What if what I had to snack on was good for me? What if what I had to snack on was going to help me sleep through the night, help me be able to rest, and help me to digest my food? So, I had shared previously about an experience that I had in my eating habits. You know, I think that I eat pretty well, but am I eating the best I know how? Am I really conscious of what I put in my body? Am I really protecting what I put in my body? Am I making sure what I put in my body is what I want to have in my body, right? Because what good does it do for us to have knowledge and not utilize it for our better, you know, for the betterment of ourselves, right? And that has a lot to do with our intake, our food, the things we put in our body. And I have so many great people in my life. I'm telling you, I always say that, right? And it's true. I have great people in my life who have been trying to get me on several journeys. and they tell me about stuff that I drink or things that I eat that's really not good for me. And I know it ain't, but I still like it. And what I shared was, how do you let go of things that you really love? You really love it. Oh, I love it. But I know it's not good for me, right? And a lot of people say, you know, it's an addiction. And it may be correct. It is an addiction. But it's an addiction that I chose to have in my life and keep, right? You know, people who drink coffee, gotta have coffee every morning. My mother was one that every morning she had to have her coffee, because there was something about that coffee that made her feel like her day does not start till the coffee comes in, right? Irregardless if it's good for you or not, it is something that you feel as though you crave. Like somebody that, you know, that says when they get nervous, they got to have a cigarette, right? To calm themselves down. Or those that feel like, you know, they have to have a, you know, an alcoholic drink, right? Or some that have to have these energy drinks, right? So that they can get hyped up for the day. There's different things we run to, you know. My drink is a Pepsi, as you know. You know, Pepsi is my drink of choice. Somewhere in my mental state, it's probably that left side, tells me, you know, when I have a Pepsi, it's going to just relax me and cause me to feel a little bit better. And that's a mental thing. It ain't true. It doesn't. Especially when you know it's not good for your body. It's not good for your body at all, but yet and still, that's what you want to put in it, right? So I've kicked the habit, you know, several times. And when something comes up in my life, I find myself going back to it. Isn't it amazing how we kick habits over and over again in our life? But, you know, do we really get rid of it? Are we really done with it? Or do we find ourselves going back to it again when it becomes convenient or inconvenient, right? When something is not going right, you go back to a source that you feel as though going to make you feel better. Sometimes it's a person. You know, you break up with a person for this reason, because it wasn't good for you, because things didn't go well, whatever it may be. Something happened to cause you to break up with a person. You're done with them, right? But then your life takes a dip. And in your mind, you think, I wonder what so-and-so's doing. They cross your mind and you give them a call and you know, you back in this relationship with this person. You go back to the very thing that you came out of. You came out of it to be better. And then when situations happen in your life that confuses you or disrupts you, you go back to the very thing that you let go of, right? Anything can be a go-to. What's your go-to? What is your go-to, right? So to detox ourselves, you know, to cleanse our bodies, and then put the same bad things back in it, you clean your body out, you know, so your body can have a constant flow, right? That what comes in is going to go out. It's a constant flow. That's the reason why you clean your body, the detox, right? And then you put something else in your body that's going to stop up your body again. Isn't that amazing? You know, it's like plumbing. And I know very little about how to fix plumbing, but I do know plumbing situations. And that when something stops up your line, you're putting grease down your sink, and that grease starts to harden and begins to clog up your line. Grease, oil, the word you want to use, is in your line, and now has clogged your line up. Now you have to go, you may have to get yourself some kind of plunger, you may have to get some kind of, you know, liquid. You might have to end up calling a plumber to clean your line, to unclog your line, to fix your line so it will run properly. That's what you did. And then, here you go again, putting grease or something else down that line that should not be down there. So what was the purpose of clearing it when you know you're going to clog it back up again. You know, I was talking about smudging, you know, about people who sage their homes. The purpose of saging your home is to cleanse your home, to get rid of, you know, bad energies, right? And there's a stage of how to sage. Those of you who know, are aware of it, you know, right? But it does you no good to sage your house or smudge, clean your house, and then let the same types of people or things in your house that's going to bring you that bad energy all over again. It's silly, you know, but we do silly things. We do, you know. We're trying to get better. And like I said, what happened in 2020 changed the way that we think now. It should have changed the way you think, you know, for the better. Not cause us to be, you know, less aware of what's going on around us. You know, now we should be more ready to protect us from different things, different people. Because you want to make sure that you are ready for whatever. Right? So, how do we change the way we eat? And so I'm playing with it because I'm trying to get better. You know, I'm trying to grow my own fruits and vegetables. I'm trying, and I've been doing it for the last couple of years. And each year I'm learning more and more, and I'm being really excited about my outcome because I'm doing better, because I'm learning. And then I know one day it's going to be essential for me to know these things. So I'm enjoying this ride because I want to be into a place, because as we listen to anything and everything, they're talking to us all the time on both sides of our ear. I mean, here and here. Whatever you see, someone is telling you about something that has disrupted what we enjoy. You know, our meats, we're told now a lot of our meats are contaminated, but yet they force it through, package it up, and we buy it and we eat it, and then wonder why we're sluggish, we're tired, not feeling good, you know, and think about what we have in our intake, right? Before you get happy, same thing with our vegetables. They spread with all kinds of things, right? We go into the store, we try to clean it the best way we know how, but we still taking this intake in, right? And we're thinking we're doing what's right, and we find out, you know, they're recalling this and recalling that, you know. Then we try to take, and guess what? Things that have been recalled, this is what I found out, things that have been recalled are still selling on the shelf. So they don't even pull it off the shelf. Isn't that amazing? A lot of foods that we're buying has a recall on it. They're saying that it is contaminated, and yet we're still buying it because we're not aware. And if you don't know, how can you act on something you don't know? That's amazing. And the stuff that we're out here trying to get that's on the shelf that has a recall are things that they said is healthy for us. This is healthy, and we're buying it, and then not even knowing there's a recall. Isn't that crazy? But it's us. It's what we do, because we trust some things more than we should, and don't trust what we should be trusting. And that's the truth. You know, because somebody stamped something and said it's good, doesn't mean it's good. You know, and because you haven't seen the stamp on that doesn't mean that's not good for you. You know. I try to support local farmers and, you know, people who have produce stands, because I can talk to them, possibly even, you know, find out where they're farming and look at it and make sure, you know, how they're farming. But I can have a close connection to them than I have with someone who's shipping things from overseas or whatever, right? And I'm not trying, definitely not trying to cause an alarm. I'm just saying, when you detox or when you decide to cleanse your life up from whatever it is, make sure that once you pull it out, you protect it that it doesn't get back in. And this is definitely for me. This is for me too. because I had to go on that journey, and I'm on it now, realizing, having this realization and realizing that I got to change the way in which I do things. I have to change the way I do things, which one of the things is the foods that I eat, how I eat, cutting off my trying to cut off my time of eating, shut it down, don't eat after 7 o'clock. This is what I'm trying to do. And it goes well, let's say maybe 5 days or 6 days out of the week, but maybe one day, you know, I'm up later eating, right? But I try to make sure even if I'm up later that it's something healthy, because I try to stop eating at a certain time to allow my body at night while it is sleeping, or I'm trying to sleep, my body is working to try to digest all that food and process this food down and try to get my body to work. Because so my body is working sometimes so hard at night that I can't sleep. I'm restless because of what I put in my body. So I'm trying to change that. This is for me, right? And so with that, I'm on this journey trying to pick and choose what's good for me, how to change it. And I knew when I decided that it was not going to be easy. I was not going to like it. I fight with myself on a daily basis because I want something that I should not have. I want it. You know, I want to have that. But I'm choosing to have this because I know this is going to keep me healthy. And being healthy is going to keep me wealthy. You know? So I'm trying to eat wealthy. Right? This is important to me. So I'm making these changes, and I have not made a drastic one. I have not did just a cold, you know, I went cold turkey and now I'm all in. No. But I'm just changing the way in which I eat. And I'm not telling you which lifestyle of eating I have chosen or will choose, because I haven't made a decision yet. I'm just choosing to make a decision to eat differently and to do things differently so that I can have better health. So that when I'm walking, when I'm going and doing whatever I'm doing, I can feel like it's working for me. I feel better. And then when I can feel better, I can tell you, I tried this and it worked. So I can lay it on the table. It doesn't mean you have to, you know, serve. I'm just meaning I'm laying at the table. Look, I tried this and this works for me. And this is what I got out of trying this. When I stopped doing this and started doing this was my outcome, right? And I want to be a testament of something great coming out of good choices that I am making. And when you make them, you know, whatever choice you have made, any changes you make, you know, you want to, you know, help Jenny Oyam, you know, make a comment and say, you know, have you tried this? Have you tried that? You know, because I'm all in to trying something that's going to make me better, you know, to keep me healthy. I do meditation. I love to ground. I love to ground, right? And grounding, most of y'all know, is when you walk barefoot, on the ground, right? You're out there, you know, with your feet on the ground, and you're allowing the, you know, your body and the earth, you know, to sink. And you know how I am, right? I just want to make it think. You don't know what it is, you don't know the benefits of it, study it. See what it is. When we were children, wonder why sometimes as children we were so happy and so full of energy, you know. A lot of times we ran around barefooted. You know, we walked around barefooted. I know I did. Oh my gracious. I live probably 90% of my day barefoot. The only time I put shoes on if I have to go somewhere. Even when I walk through my yard or I'm outside and in the back, I know I'm in barefoot. You know, if I could go to a store, there's a lot of times you see shoes and shirts has to be worn. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably be barefoot a lot of times even there, right? I just love it. And I didn't realize why I love being barefooted until I started studying it. And then when I began to study, about the earthing and the grounding. And I said, okay, that's why I love it so much. Being one with the earth, you know, just being able to, and it's good for your health, being able to, you know, blend and feel, you know, the power coming from in, you know, and then it comes into you from your feet up, right? And we're going to talk about those crownings, right? Those chakras, about our root chakra, and our feet, that root chakra, you know, where your feet are, you know, how your feet, I'm telling you, if your foundation is off, everything is off. That your feet are your foundation, you know. Have bad feet and see if it don't affect your rest of your body. It will. Your feet are bad, your whole body will feel the effect of it. Your balance will be off, right? You'll have other issues happening just because you got bad feet. So we got to always make sure we protect our feet. Take care of our feet, you know. A lot of people will go for the pedicures and so forth, you know, or do some feet soaks. Soak your feet in some Epsom salt, you know, maybe 2-3 times a week. You know, do that. The Epsom salt, apple cider vinegar, or the baking soda, you know, whatever. Put a little essential oil if you need to have a smell in there. But just learn to care for your feet. Take care of your feet, right? Keep your feet in alignment. Keep them healthy and protected, so that what? That you can have everything in alignment. Because what happens at your feet, it goes all the way up to your head, to that crown, you know, that root to the chakra crown, right? That crown, honey. You know? So today, I just wanted to share a little bit with you about how it is so important what we saw in 2020. And, you know, though people talk about always the negative part of it, but I took something very positive from 2020. That people have now decided to take better care of themselves and be concerned about their immune system. And your immune system has everything to do with your health. You've got to be healthy to have a strong immune system. You know, that immune system is powerful. You could be around people doing a whole lot of stuff, but you stand strong because you're keeping your immune system strong by the foods that you eat, by the drinks that you put in your body, by the time you spend with yourself, right? To just do the things that you do, right? All that stuff that you do is important. It's important for you to do those things because those things will align you up for better because you want to be better. Absolutely. Thank you for your time, for this moment. It is an awesome day. It's an awesome day. Make it wonderful. Let your light forever shine. Take information that people give, that you hear, that is positive, that's going to help you be better, that's going to help you be stronger. Yes, do whatever it takes to keep yourself cleansed. A cleansed body, a cleansed mind keeps a clean heart, right? All those things in one, and it makes you better. Much love to you. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. You be powerful. Blessings.